Well, look at this. Another build project in the shop already. I know I just finished the fire truck build, which was very fun to do, but now that the holidays have come and gone, it's time that we start a new build project. And I got a lot of this stuff over the holidays because I was able to get great prices on a lot of these products. What we've got is the Traxxas TRX-4 Sport Unassembled kit. If you guys remember, if you followed the channel for a while, about 2 years ago, I did the Traxxas chassis kit build, and that was for the TRX-4 Premium kit. I've never had a sport version of the TRX-4, and what we're going to do now is we're going to build this truck and equip it with some different electronics, because this kit does not include the electronics, but it does include the body, which the other kit did not. Now, I'm not going to build the truck in this video. We're going to spread it over a couple of parts over the build process. However, at the end of the build series, I am going to give my final thoughts on what I think between the two different kits. So we are going to dig into the kit a little bit. We're going to open it up and I'm going to show you guys what's inside. But first I want to go over the electronics, because the electronics are necessary to make this kit work. What I did was I went with the Hobbywing 1080 ESC. There's a lot of recommendations for this ESC. It's an 80 amp speed controller and it's highly programmable. You can see here it includes a program card, so you can adjust the drag brake settings, the throttle settings, the battery settings, all that stuff. There's a lot of different modes that you can do, and for about $40 that makes this ESC very, very affordable and very good. I'm going with the same battery power that I have in my other TRX-4, which is the Venom 4200 milliamp hour 7-cell nickel metal hydride battery, because I really don't feel like I need to go with a LiPo since I'm not running a whole lot of stuff on my TRX-4s. I also have the Radiolink 6-channel receiver, which is going to go with this Radiolink 6-channel transmitter. This is the same transmitter that's hooked up to my fire truck, so in here I can actually select a different model that I want to use. If I go here with 2 fingers, I can select my model and I can just go to model 2, and that'll be my TRX-4. So that's how we can use the same transmitter for 2 vehicles, and that's going to be very helpful because then I don't have to buy another transmitter. Over here we've got the servo that I'm running on my other TRX-4 right now. Great servo from Amazon for about $15. Highly recommend it. I'll put the links to all of these products in the description. And I'm going to go with the stock motor that the TRX-4 usually comes with, which is the 21-turn Titan reverse rotation motor. This is going to be a great motor because I really enjoy it in my other truck, and I really want to use the same motor so they have the same power. Now the kit, just give you guys a quick look around the box. There's really not too much that's going on. You can see pictures of it built. Right here is what the chassis is going to look like. You may notice that there's no fenders on this truck, and that's because it is the sport version. It does not have the fenders on the shock towers. Alright, I'm going to open up the kit and check it out. You've got to love the new smell of RC. I sure do. We've got the tires over here. These are the same tires that came in the other kit. However, I did notice that the wheels are actually a little bit different. If I compare with one of the wheels from the other kit, they are actually a different spoke pattern, and I actually like the look of this new sport kind better than this one, which I believe was for the Defender version of the TRX-4. Keep in mind, I did not use these. I went with real beadlocks that Traxxas offers, the Method 1.9-inch beadlock wheels on the other truck. If you guys want to check out that whole build series, I'll put the whole playlist in this video description. We've got $75 worth, according to the box from Traxxas, of accessories included with this truck, and there's a lot of cool scale accessories that I don't have on my Raptor TRX-4, including traction boards, fire extinguisher, all sorts of cool stuff. We'll get into that as we start the build. Also a full roof rack that actually covers the bed of the truck. This is also one of the most time-saving factors that Traxxas included in this kit, which is the body that has been completely cut and drilled. It has all of the mounting holes for the roof rack and the side mirrors, the snorkel, the body posts, the front grille, which the front grille and the rear tailgate are both plastic molded with headlight buckets already inside. So this body is going to save a lot of time for me to work on this truck because it's already done. All I need to do is paint it. Painting it is not going to be an issue at all, but cutting the body, it takes a lot of time to do it with precision. And if you guys remember in the other video, if you guys remember with the other TRX-4, I did have to do quite a bit of trimming to get that to fit to the chassis. So that's already done, so a huge time saver. I'm going to pull the rest of this stuff out so we can look at it on the table. Let's go over some of the parts here. We've got the chassis rails. These are, I believe, steel-plated, pressed steel chassis rails. Same chassis rails that were included in the other kit. This is the transmission now. Right off the bat, you're going to notice a lot fewer gears and fewer components to build this truck because we don't have all of the features that are going on the inside. So we don't have a lot of transmission gears because we don't have 2 speeds. So that means also less bearings. We don't have the same cables that are driving everything. We also have a smaller spur gear right here. This is a 39 tooth, if I can find it. Where'd it go? It went inside the transmission housing. Right there, 39 tooth spur gear versus a 45 tooth that comes stock in the other kit. That's because the gear ratio is a little bit different in this truck since it's a single speed transmission. These are the drive shafts, all plastic. Same suspension links that we have on the other truck, all metal. The rod ends, however, are not. Those are plastic rod ends, or at least that's what I think they are. Yeah, they have to be. Those definitely look plastic. This is the rear axle bag with the portals. We've got red diff covers this time. There were gray ones in the other truck. All your bearings. Front axle, pretty much the same except you've got the added camber links to get the wheels to steer. This is your electronics bag, although it does not have any electronics in it. This is the bag that's going to basically ready all of your electronics that you include yourself, so your motor cover, your battery tray, there's even a pinion gear included, receiver box. They do include silicone grease to waterproof your receiver box. Over here, this is the spool bag. So if you remember in the other TRX-4, we had the luxury of actually building fully functional differentials with the spider gears and everything like that. This truck does not have that. This truck has spools, which is basically a locked differential all the time. So a solid connection between both wheels on the front and rear axles. So we don't have the open differentials in this one, so there's going to be a lot less to build with that. However, the capability of the truck is not actually lessened. It's actually exactly the same, if not more, because the diffs are always locked. You have that advanced crawling capability. The shocks are the same as the other truck, include shock oil. I do not know what kind of weight the shock oil is. It doesn't say, but it's just silicone shock oil. Anyway, I'm going to use it because I have no problem with that shock oil. I put it in the other truck and it worked great. And then this is the chassis plastics bag. You may notice a lot less in here because there are no fenders. Instead, we've just got the shock towers that are going to go right next to the wheels. So all in all, very cool. Can't wait to start building on this. I might start it today. Oh, also, we have some tools and high performance grease. And I also should not forget that over here, we have the manual, the full color assembly manual. We'll get into that soon. And a bunch of stickers, some body clips, the window masks for all of your, these are the window masks for painting. You've got a ton of different stickers and decals that you can put on to make the truck look nice and realistic. I'm just going to show you really quick also so that you guys can see what I mean by a full color assembly manual. What we have in here, everything is in color and great detail. As well, let me bring the light a little closer here. You've also got one-to-one sizes on the page. So this bearing right here, if I were to pull it out of the bag, it's actually this size on the page. So you can actually hold the bearing up here and make sure you have the right size. You also can use the millimeter guide at the bottom of the page that will actually help you to measure a certain part if you don't know exactly what you're looking for. I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys off here, where in the next video we're going to start building the truck. We start with the transmission, and man, I am excited about this because I've wanted to have a second crawler in the shop so that way we can go out with 2 people and actually run some RCs on the trail course that I finished up, and I'd really like to have a second truck that we can have out there. So please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. I hope you guys did, and I hope you're excited, just as excited as I am. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you guys in the next one.